guys, yet another special episode of Young and Amplified with a very special guest who's made his mark as young as he is. Rithabile Njinga, co-founder of Stupid Swag Clothing. Please give him a warm welcome. Okay, a brief history of Stupid Swag Clothing. Stupid Swag is an urban clothing brand that hails all the way from PE's heart itself. Established by Rithabile Njinga and Mizi, co-founder, that is title, yes. It reflects the new age of thinking and living in the contemporary SA. Stupid Swag has a mentality that has a soft interior, a hard exterior, and big heads go with it. So you best believe they're going very big. T-shirts are available for both men and women. I don't know what's wrong with my tongue today, guys. Please forgive me. Anyway, how are you, Rita?
I'm good, thanks. Yourself, Sunny?
I'm good, thanks to you. So, please describe Rithabile.
Okay, Rithabile is this kid from KMG who's trying to make it in life. I mean, I'm just one of those down-to-earth people that is just everywhere, with everyone, yeah, just trying to make a name for themselves.
Okay, and you say you're very down-to-earth, even with all the success you've made.
Yeah.
Don't you have people that see your success and like, oh, he thinks it's this, he thinks it's better than this and that one?
Okay, I get that a lot. I mean, everybody, it's like Rithabile Njinga. Everyone is going to think, okay, Rithabile Njinga is this guy who's out there. But they really don't know who I am.
Yeah.
And when I'm in front of people, I have to act like, I have to be social in order to have people loving me and loving my brand eventually.
So how do you deal with people that have such negative judgment about you?
I mean, haters make you famous.
Yeah,
so it's
true. Like any publicity is good publicity.
So it's one of those things that I overlook it. I mean, you're gonna have people that are gonna hate, but hey.
Do you ever have those days where it actually gets you down sometimes? Like when you hear, there are certain things you can deal with at a certain extent, Do you ever get those days where it's like, it's too much, I just can't?
I've actually had that a lot. I mean, I'm under 18. You have people with brands and they're like over 20 and stuff like that, and they're gonna be like, what do you think you're doing? We got this, like, what are you trying to do? And usually gets me down, but hey, get up.
And how did the idea of Stupid Swag come about? Tell us that.
Stupid Swag, it was on a Sunday. I mean, I was chilling at home, watching TV, saw a clothing line on TV, and then I was like, I can do this, man. And then I called up Mizi, who's the co-founder, and I was like, let's start Stupid Swag. He was like, I'm crazy. And I was like, yeah, why not? And then 2 days later, he calls me, okay, I think we can do it. So, that's how it started.
I want to know, Stupid Swag is quite a creative and very random name. How did you come up with that?
Okay, I told you I was watching TV, right?
Yeah.
I saw this guy. The presenter's asking, what are you wearing? He's like, I'm all shagged out. And inside I'm like, God, you're just stupid now. Because this is not swag. So I was like, wow, Stupid Swag.
Oh my gosh.
That's when I BBM'd Mizi. I was like, okay, we gotta have this happen. Yeah.
And as a teenager, how hard was it building your own company?
It was really not hard. I mean, I'm under 18. You can't register a company as a sole trader, let alone a CC, if you're under 18. So I've had to get people to register my company for me. There are things I can't do, like with stars and stuff like that, to apply for tenders. But those are some of the difficulties I have.
And like, how hard was it convincing the sponsors to sponsor you?
It was really not easy. But eventually I got a sponsor which sponsored me like crazy with my event, with my clothing, everything. So
and how many hours go into a pitch? Because on TV you always see people having all-nighters. So it really is like that?
Some people, but I have an awesome team. I mean, I have Billy Notches at NMMU, he's a PR guy. So it's like 20 minutes, to prepare a pitch, and then pitching it is like the longest part, so it's actually weird in that sense.
So you're saying now you have an amazing team. So clearly your team of production is the vital part of this. Like without an efficient team, you can't go anywhere.
I wouldn't be able to turn on my phone.
And what challenges do you face as a team that has its own company?
I mean, it's the registration and stuff, but besides that, I think it's being undermined and being told you can't do it, but you can do it. And that's what keeps me going, trying to prove them wrong.
This is a very good thing to all teams who hear that they can't do it and then it gets them down. You see, now he rose above that, and where is he? And where are the people that told him he can't do it? You see? And I understand you love politics. Describe South Africa's state right now.
South Africa State, I mean, it's crazy how we're misusing money. I mean, you have the Minister of Sports who wants to bring Beyonce down. It's going to cost 17 million rand. Money we don't have. I mean, that money could be used for sports and recreation, building fields, doing, you know, so much more. And I think with the reshuffle and stuff, the Commissioner of Police.
Yeah, and what do you think of that since she's a female?
Since she's okay.
I mean, everyone undermines females.
Okay,
so
I just want to put it out there. I'm not hating because she's a
okay,
female.
okay. Let's listen to this guy. Yes.
She's not qualified. I mean, she has certificates and stuff. I mean, how can you take someone from a bank to being the Commissioner of Police? It doesn't make sense.
She worked in a bank?
She worked in a bank. She was also the president of child welfare. She has no experience with the police. She has, she has nothing. Whereas they could have taken the guy who was standing in for Begita at the time, to take the position. But yeah, we know Zuma.
We'll pretend like we didn't hear that. And do you think she'll make a difference, a positive difference?
I think she will. I think she will. I mean, she's qualified. She doesn't have the experience though. But the thing she has said before, I mean, she was on Morning Live the other day, saying some things that I was like, okay, she can make a difference. Yeah.
And if you were in her position, which difference would you make?
I'd actually, no, this is one thing I've always pitched to SAPS. I'd actually allow people to pass a red light at night because that's the only reason hijacking happens. I mean, it would be legal. I mean, come on. People are getting hijacked because they're the only person that, and they don't want to break the law.
Very, very valid points right there. And do you think politics, our leaders, reach out enough to us as citizens?
No, they don't.
And why would you say that?
I mean, they have spokespeople. I mean, they should speak for themselves. They shouldn't be, electing people to speak for them. At the same time, I mean, there's miscommunication between them and the spokesperson themselves, you see. And sometimes the statement, God, my time.
See? It's probably in the air.
I know. Yeah? The statements they make contradict what the spokesperson says.
Yeah, and true. I've noticed that.
And it's ridiculous. I believe ministers should speak for themselves.
And this morning, I was listening to a radio show. There was a man that called in and said he's noticed that the leaders never reach out to the people. But when they need to be elected for something, or they need to say, come to me, follow me, we'll make a difference, that's the only time they reach out to people. Do you agree with that?
I agree with that because I've seen it in my hood. Like, usually, this is like a random thing, but you never get those plastic bags, the black ones, from the municipality a lot. But when it comes to the time of elections and stuff like that, they're like always
everywhere.
It's like, and it's crazy. So I'm like, okay.
And if you were ever to become president, what changes would you make? Which difference would you make?
I wouldn't really make change except eliminate the fact that ministers have spokespeople and stuff. And I'd have one wife, obviously. Sorry.
Yes, you heard the guy himself. He'd have one wife.
Not hating on Zuma, yeah?
No one mentioned Zuma, okay?
Hey guys, no lawsuits after that. He likes him, right?
Yeah.
Even with the page. Nevertheless, I wouldn't make my mistake.
This is the hardest interview I've ever had to do. Anyway. Okay, we all have you. And you were saying no differences. Just the fact that you would eliminate the fact that ministers have people who speak for them.
Yeah, because,
And any other special changes you've made?
Not really. I actually like what he's doing, yeah.
Which is? What is he doing? For those who don't know, what is he doing in your eyes?
He's been a good president. I mean, he's doing everything himself. He's not taking advantage of something he thinks he can't handle or anything like that. If he sees that something is for him, then he's going to do it. With other presidents in other countries, you get people who are like, yo, I can't do this. So they just give the deputy the task. So yeah, that's what I like about him.
And now that we're talking about Zuma, our president, our leader.
Yes.
Guys, what do you think of the whole painting saga? Just enlighten me on your views on that.
I believe Zuma shouldn't have taken the steps he took. I mean, a couple of years ago, we had a painter, Ayanda, I think. The painter painted a picture of Zuma's genitals. And then a couple of years later, you have this painter who's painting the spear. The president takes this painter to court.
And the gallery owner.
You know, everything. And it's ridiculous. And I look back and I'm like, okay, the painter who painted the first picture was black.
Yes.
And then this one is white. So, you know?
It all goes down to the race thing. Like every situation that happens out there is always taken down to the race thing.
Exactly.
Why do people emphasize the race boundary? I don't get it.
I think it's crazy. It's all about, I believe it's all about revenge. They don't want to see any white person in power. It's ridiculous how they work.
But he did something that was inappropriate, that painter. You cannot lie. You cannot lie. You don't paint someone's genitals. Number two, you don't paint someone's genitals. That leads a country who has children, who has wives. He still needs to maintain his dignity. I know he doesn't have the cleanest reputation, but he still leads a country. He has children, he has family. Where's his dignity after that painting when everyone sees that in a gallery?
But that's not the only painting though. I hear what you're saying.
Yes.
But it's not the only painting. I mean, can I say something to artists out there?
Yes.
Because,
Yeah.
you know, artists out there, please, paint like there is no ANC. I mean, you have the right to paint, to express how you feel. That's how painting is all about. It's all about, you know?
But is it really worth it to the expense of someone else's dignity? Is it worth it to the expense of someone's reputation? Someone who earned such a high position, a prestigious position. Is it worth the expense of their dignity?
It's not, but at the end of the day, art is about expressing yourself.
Still say.
No, I'm not contradicting myself. I'm saying it's at the end of the day, art is about expressing how you feel, how you see a situation, it's what you want to do. I mean, it's in art books everywhere. You see, when you do art, you're told, express how you feel, do what you want to do. At the expense of the president, I don't think so, but hey, that lady had every right to paint that picture.
Well, you heard him. He thinks that you might think otherwise. We all have different opinions. So, what are your short-term goals?
Opening a store for Shibitside, yeah.
As a person who would also want to have their own clothing line and clothing store, while a boutique, because I'm a perfectionist to things I'm passionate about.
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to be a hard journey for me to start a clothing line, first of all, since you've been there, and to open a store?
If you know the right people, I mean, if you have an awesome team that is not going to try to overpower you, I think it's possible. I mean, just it's so easy. You get designs, you sketch what you want, or an idea you have, you take it to a manufacturer, and they do it for you. It's all about having the capital. And getting the name out there is not hard. This is Port Elizabeth. We don't have a lot of things
and there's Twitter, there's Facebook,
you know?
everything.
And we really don't have a lot of things happening out there. I mean, when I was at this other school before, at the current school I'm at right now, I didn't have time for clothing lines. I didn't have time for anything. But when I got to my other school, I was so bored with my life. That's how it all started, and it was so easy, you know.
Yeah.
So, yes.
I hear you. So you're saying you game for it, you up for it, you don't think it's that bad. And your advice to me is someone who wants to go where you're going right now is to just get my designs ready, get a team. I plan on working with the team I'm working with for Young and Amplified. They're efficient, they're not trying to overpower me, they still know it is my brand, but they will get full credit for what they do.
That's cool.
So do you think that'll work?
It'll work. I mean, it'll work. Trust me.
And where do you see yourself and your empire? I strongly believe it's going to become an empire. How do you see it in 5 years' time?
In 5 years, okay, I want to go to varsity. I want to study, what's this? Oh my gosh, I don't know what I want to study. Oh yeah, oh, that is it. I want to do Masters and Honors in Political Communications. So eventually,
Please repeat.
Yo, sorry, was I that fast?
Yes, I didn't catch you. I just heard Masters.
Masters and Honors in Political Communications at UCT. So eventually I'm going to hand over my company to Mizi, but I am going to be a shareholder. So
you got the whole game plan ready.
Exactly. It's also about having
You're thinking ahead, which is very vital, yes?
You know, so I'm going to go into politics and still have a brand under my name.
Oh, while we're still talking about the brand, before we move on, show us some t-shirts, honey.
Some t-shirts. Okay, what do we have? Okay, I'll take
This is so awesome.
I
I love this. But why? Okay, I'm starting a girls' campaign called True Radiant Beauty. It's going against all skinny girls thinking they're fierce because we don't get sizes in the other shops. Why is this such a tiny size? Amelia?
Listen.
That's this small?
No, can I tell you?
Yes.
No, I have nothing to tell you.
Exactly. You see, I'm totally, I think it's gorgeous. But one of the things that makes me want to have a clothing store is the fact that women my size and bigger and size 12 and over usually don't have nice sizes in these swaggy shops.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I have all sizes. But I randomly took, like, I was so late for this interview. I just went into my room. I was like, one of everything. And then, yeah.
Crazy. Harem pants, you guys. As you can see, I've got some on, but it's not stupid swag. So clearly, I need to get this. And I'm wearing stupid swag, y'all. I am.
Look at this. Okay, I just want to show off this. I don't want to show off everything.
This is so awesome. Look at this, guys. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, now this would fit me, I think.
Yeah, I think.
What you trying to say? Anyway,
Anyway,
you're in youth development right now. Tell me about that.
again, I'm the newly elected regional director
Mm-hmm.
for the Nelson Mandela Bay Youth Development and Youth Movement.
Yeah.
Actually, it's all about empowering the youth and motivating them. Yeah.
And you got something special last night. What was that? Before we wrap up, he's got 1 minute to convince us why he got the position he got. And what difference it's going to make.
Okay, I was elected the Public Relations Official of the Junior City Council. I'm so fast. Public Relations Official of the Junior City Council of Port Elizabeth. It's all about the mutual, what? How am I going to put this? Oh my God, I can't put this in words. It's adapting the public and the council together, having a mutual relationship, you guys knowing what we're doing in council meetings, you guys knowing our events, and I believe with my networking skills, I can take events to be advertised on
And every
TV
skill
and
is
stuff,
like good for something.
Exactly.
You see, I thought I was talking a lot for no good reason, but now I'm trying to build a talk show, you see? And anyway guys, that was Ritabi Njinga at his best. Catch us on our website www.youngangamplifiedtrb.bb.com and on Twitter @youngnm. And if you have trouble with that, search us at True Radiant Beauty. Email us youngangamplifiedtrb@gmail.com and our Facebook link Young and Amplified, and you will get the account link to add us as a friend on the page. Thank you very much. Can we please give him a warm
Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. Thank you. You're the best.